What do you get when you combine thick Rust-Oleum magnetic paint, several coats of thick Rust-Oleum magnetic paint, with a top coat of latex paint? Well, you get a teal wall that attracts magnets. But you don't stop there. You cut out a dartboard pattern, you stick it to the wall, and then you spray over that with some glow-in-the-dark spray paint. Now, why would someone do this? Well, to fully understand, we need to start at the beginning. So let's go back to that magnetic paint we were talking about. What exactly is magnetic paint? And what is it 3 times stronger than? Well, for starters, it's not what it sounds like it is. It's not actually a magnet in a can. It's basically just metallic paint. It allows your wall to attract magnets, or in other words, magnets will now stick to your wall if you paint several coats of this paint onto your wall. And that's pretty crazy, especially if you're super into magnets. You have a big magnet collection, maybe you have a preschool class, and you also paint the room, huh? Or how about this? Maybe you have a magnetic picture frame that you don't need to nail anything to the wall anymore. It'll hang itself. Well, you still have to hang it, but it will hold itself up there. But the point is, you can do whatever you want with that wall. Just wait till you see what we did. Well, we already showed you in the beginning, but it was pretty cool, and I guarantee you didn't think of doing that. So after several coats, you're well aware now that we have a magnetic wall. The wall attracts magnets. Magnets stick to this wall. But this is only just a primer. So what if you don't want a black magnet wall? Well, that's what's cool about this product. You can top coat it with any latex paint and turn it into any color that you want. So we chose to use teal because we thought teal was a very nice color. You may disagree, and you may be right. But the wall is now teal, and as you can see, it still, wait for it, attracts magnets. So it's been top coated twice, and it's still magnetic, and 3 times as strong as something. So go up to your fridge and grab a few magnets and just test it out. And don't worry, as far as we know, it won't disrupt your Wi-Fi signal. It won't create a Faraday cage that blocks electromagnetic fields. It won't disrupt your compasses. It's just a wall. For now, at least. Because pretty soon, it's anything but basic. Because we decided that the coolest thing to do with this magnet attracting wall was to create a dartboard. Not just any dartboard. Anyone can hang a dartboard on a wall. We decided to do a glow-in-the-dark dartboard that would be invisible when the lights were on, but anything but invisible when the lights were off. So we got to work printing and cutting out a stencil of a dartboard, then spraying it with a little bit of adhesive and sticking it to the wall before spraying over that stencil with some glow-in-the-dark spray paint. And after a few coats of that, it was time to see the fruits of our labors, glowing. Brilliantly glowing. But what's the point of a glow-in-the-dark dartboard? What are you going to do with that? Magnet darts, obviously. You ever heard of them? That's right, they make darts with magnets on the end. So when you throw them to a magnet attracting wall, guess what happens?
Perfect every time, bullseye.
Now, does it work every time? It does not, but it's pretty awesome when it does, and you can't knock us for trying.